Welcome to the Unsung Screamers episode number 82.
82.
On this day, April the 28th be with you.
I laugh every time because you keep doing it.
Hello, everybody. We have
It's real.
April the 28th be with you. Yeah, Jared says we sound
I
fine
laugh
on
every
his.
time,
Oh,
but you keep
because I'm
doing it.
still on. Hello, everybody.
You're double dose there. You want me to hit that or no? I'll leave it.
No, we're fine.
Just pull your volume down. He says we sound fine.
Yeah, there's something just about
It must just be
either
the headphones.
specifically my headphones, or I mean, no, because yours is doing it
Yeah,
too.
we're hearing it too.
But
all right, well,
who cares?
If it sounds good out there, then we don't care.
Fucking so what? Quit
I'm a
talking
poet.
about it.
So Dan, who's here? Who's here in the studio?
You build it up so much.
I know.
Go for it.
No, you go for it.
No, you go for it.
I'm trying to produce over here. You go for it.
You go for it. Did you take your fade off?
I took my face. Would you stop? Why it took so long. It's so fuzzy over here, but hey, we don't care. It's working out there. So yes, go. Get it. You're just gonna stare at me. Okay. All right. Fine. We'll just stare at each
Now,
other.
welcome to the show, Nate Peters.
There he is, right there, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Hello to Nate Peters.
How's it going?
How long are you going to be the new guitar player for LOVEBOMB? Because you've done.
Until they get another one, I guess.
You're going to be the new guy. That's it.
Yeah.
20 years from now, if you're still playing together, it'd be like, I'm the new guy.
Right, yeah. I just joined the band 20 years ago.
The new member of LOVEBOMB,
LOVEBOMB.
as well as tons of other things, including the song we just played.
Yes.
What were they called?
Bad Cat.
Bad
Cats.
Cats.
Yes. What's the story with the Bad Cats?
I had a bunch of songs written, was trying to put together a band, and during that time, my brother-in-law was like, hey, I got a band, I'm going to put together, I'm going to call them the Bad Cats. And I go, I'm going to steal that.
Yeah. Right?
And so he didn't have anything like really written or ready to go. So I was like, hey, is it cool if I use that? Because that's pretty badass. And
Yeah.
he was like, that's fine. So
I do like Bad Cats.
I like that name.
I
And
did
he's
too.
he's
And I'm an asshole when
you're
it
an
comes
asshole
to band names.
on band
Dude,
names.
band
yeah.
names are the hardest,
Yeah.
man.
I know.
That's why you got to steal them from other people.
I know. And they're so important. It's amazing how much a band name can just take a great band and just force them to never be known.
Right.
Because it's like, I just don't get the name.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't get it. And then you can also have a shitty band that has an amazing name.
Right.
And then all
It's
of a
like,
sudden,
okay.
they do all right.
Then you steal their
You are
name.
right, just from their name. Yeah,
just because
exactly.
their name is
Yeah.
good.
Because
Yeah.
they have a good name. You
Yeah.
steal their name, and a better band has a better name.
So is that mostly like a solo thing, or did you actually put a band together, Bad Cats?
Yeah, I mean, it was like I do a lot of writing by whenever I get a chance, I try to write, and I had a bunch of songs written from the years past from other bands and things like that. So, I wanted to put something together, and I knew a couple musicians. And things started coming together. And
Yeah.
So just threw it together.
Have you been writing a long time?
Yeah. I mean, for a minute. I mean, pretty much since I started playing. So.
Because we've had that conversation with several musicians on the show. It's like the songwriting thing there's so many guys that just didn't think any differently.
Right.
Like if I'm going to play, of course, when you're first learning or whatever, you're going to listen to the radio or listen to your CDs back in the day or whatever. And that's how you physically learn.
Right.
But there's some musicians that just thought, well, it's a no-brainer that I got to start writing my own songs.
Exactly.
And then other musicians just kind of kept learning
right.
other band songs and went that route.
Right.
And we can't figure out what the difference is.
Yeah.
I don't know if there is one.
Yeah.
Other than just personality and stuff. But
Right. I mean, I don't know if it's like left brain, right brain kind of thing. but
something. Yeah. Because even when I was 12, I felt like I wanted to figure out how to write a song.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I was obsessed with
I
it.
did-
And
Before
I didn't have that.
Didn't have that at
Total
all.
And she
covers.
didn't have it at all.
Nope.
Yeah, you
Nope.
wanted to learn all
I
the
just wanted to
covers and
sing
learn
like
each
Reba.
part exactly. Yeah.
Yep. I don't know
Yeah.
what that was.
Huh.
I mean, of course, you want to sing your own songs, but you
Right.
don't think you can. Some people don't think they can. That's me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can sing the shit out of Reba's song, or I can whatever.
Yeah.
But I can't write my own.
It never came across.
I've written, but
Yeah.
I just never had that at a young age like you did.
I think I was more like you because even before I picked up a guitar, I would listen to songs and then I would just in my head start writing my own lyrics to them. And then I would just be in the shower singing and shit would rhyme.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that didn't sound too bad. So,
yeah. And like Tara's point about didn't think she could. I never thought that way.
Right.
I never thought to myself like, well, I'm not going to write a song because I don't think I can.
Right.
Like the first 20 songs I wrote are terrible.
Right. Yeah.
Like to this day, they're just like, oh God, awful. But it didn't stop me. Just like, well, I don't know what I'm doing. And I just kind of naturally
You just
kept
want to
pursuing
do
it.
better the next one.
Yeah.
That's
And
how
so
I
you
felt.
just kind of go down that route, but it never stopped me to think like, oh, it's not going to be as good as,
Right.
Van Halen or something. I was just like, I don't know if it'll be as good or not.
Yeah.
I got to try.
Now I feel that way when it comes to learning how to play, like guitar and everything. That's definitely, there's been instances where I watch a guitarist and I'm like, well, what the fuck am I even doing? Like, you know,
Right.
Yeah.
Just sell this thing, man. You know, because like I know I'm never gonna get that, but the playing has always been secondary to the like songwriting, you know, and I'd always just get as good as I needed to be for the parts that I wrote.
Right.
Always how I viewed it.
I did that exact same thing. I'm more of a piano player than a guitar player, but my ability on piano is only just
as good as you need it to
as
be.
good as I needed it to be. I never pushed myself to become better,
Exactly.
which part of me regrets that a little bit because I can't like jam. Like if a band's like, hey, you know, open mic, you should get up and play the keys. I'm like, oh hell
Yeah,
no.
right.
Like,
Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah,
if you can play one of my songs, we
right.
can do that.
Yeah, you know this short list of covers that I know. Like,
So,
Yeah,
well, no, that's
I
cool.
played keys in a band for several years, and I barely did. I
Really?
barely
Yeah.
did because I took like 2 years of piano in college, and all I did was learn chords and scales. I didn't learn how to play.
Right.
I didn't learn how to read piano music. It just
Yeah.
at least I knew my chords and scales. I knew the whole number system, so I could actually jam, just providing like a little backup.
Right.
You know, but as for take a solo, no,
fuck
no,
off.
no, no.
You fuck right off of that.
Pink, pink, pink. No.
Yeah.
But that's the only piano that I can't even. I've tried guitar multiple times. And
really?
it's just not my thing. I don't understand it.
I've been in that situation too, where you're playing, like, you know, your buddies are playing or whatever, and they invite you up on stage, and I can do all right if I see like the chord structure, you know what I mean? I can play the rhythm of it. But like that's been a couple times I'll be like, all right, dude, play a solo.
Yeah,
You know,
take
blow us away.
take a lead. Like,
Yeah, and I'd find the key that bend was in and do that bend once. You know, like you got it, bro.
Yeah.
You want to just play this progression for the next 20 minutes while I work on a solo?
Yeah.
I can't.
Hang on, I'm gonna go
Takes
practice
a
real
minute.
quick.
Yeah. Every
can't-
solo that I've recorded, it's been a meticulous writing process. For
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I feel that.
Exactly the same. What do we got? Julie Lake. Julie Chick.
Bob is here. She says it sounds good. Bev says I can sing Winona. That's about it. Oh, you're awesome. Excuse me. So more about you for a second.
Yeah.
You're not just a guitar player in LOVEBOMB. You've played in other bands here and there.
Yeah.
But you also are a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
Go ahead and go talk about.
Yeah.
So I work at Legacy Tattoo.
You work there?
Yeah, I mean, like I don't like saying owner. My name's on the lease, you know,
Right?
but it's all like a cooperative thing, you know.
I got you.
Those
That's
guys
cool.
all came in. I'm no one's boss. I'm not responsible enough for that.
Nice.
It's
Right.
amazing I was allowed to have kids. But yeah, I just I was the one that was dumb enough to put my name on the lease, and you know, whenever we decided to start this place, I had so much money set aside, and I told those guys, hey, I got X amount of dollars, you know, if you guys want to, if you can, you know, it'd be great if you pitched in. If not, you know, that's no hard feelings, but you know, more than welcome to come over here, you know,
Be a
and
part of it,
Be a
yeah.
part
So
of
other
it.
artists.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was 5 of us, including myself, all together that moved from one shop, and they all matched me. So you know,
Nice.
I consider them like, you know, as much of an owner as I am.
Oh,
so.
sure.
But I'm, you know, the one that's, you know, if it all goes south, I'm the one screwed.
Right.
How long have you had that?
We're going on 4 years now.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's been a minute.
So you went through the whole pandemic with it.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
You know, it was all right. I took 6 months off. We all took 6 months off, and that was rough. You know, because when you're a tattoo artist, if you're not sitting in the chair, you're not making any money. It's not
Yeah.
like we got, you know, PTO or, you know,
Right.
FMLA or anything like that. So that was rough, and you know, to be a tattoo artist, I think you have to be somewhat traumatized,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So like sitting at home with nothing but your thoughts is probably the worst thing that you can do.
Oh my.
So, it was terrible. But we got through it. And then once we got through it and, you know, they started giving out these stimulus packages. Well, shit, it was like tax season, like for 2 years straight.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
Right.
yeah.
Everyone would get a stimulus package and come straight to us and let us have
Nice.
it. So,
Oh, right,
yeah.
right.
Because wasn't tattoo shops one of the things that was like, you have to shut down?
Yeah, I mean, at first, you know, it was about 6 months, and then they started letting us, you know, they let us open back up. There's a lot of tattoo shops that, like, you know, there's a lot of people that were afraid of it, so they didn't want to, you know, open back up. But then there's a lot of tattoo shops like us that were like, hells yeah, fucking bring
Let's
them
do
on.
it.
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah.
Something's
Yeah.
got to kill you, you know? So,
That's Dan's attitude.
Yeah, right.
It's like, something's going to kill you.
yeah,
So
I don't know why we're so afraid of it. You know, like, it's going to happen.
it sounds harsh, but you're so right.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you can be super careful.
Right.
And there's some people that have been super careful and still got it.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, once when things were actually absolutely insane, it's kind of calmed down now, and we don't need to get into the subject, but I don't think it's because of the vaccine. I think it's just because it's calmed down in general. Like you get,
Right.
and I mean it is partially, but let's not have
Yeah.
vaccine talks. But I got to a point where I was just like, I'm not afraid to die of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not saying that disrespectfully to anyone who has, or I'm not trying to be a tough guy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I could die in many, many ways.
Yeah.
So from a day-to-day basis,
I mean, I
why
do
not
enough
just kinda
stupid
live
shit
and-
on a daily basis that should kill me
I know,
anyway,
I know.
right? Like, you know. So if that's what gets me, I mean, I'll be shocked.
Yeah,
honestly.
right,
Like,
That's
eating
a
an
good point.
entire large pepperoni pizza from Pizza Hut could probably kill you
yeah,
in
dude,
one
that
night.
can kill you.
Especially
you
if
know?
you do it like twice a week or something.
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
it can totally
Yeah.
kill you.
So at some point, and I'm only making kind of a bigger point. It's just
Yeah.
like, at some point, you just got to live, man. And,
Exactly.
you know,
Yeah.
and regardless of all the bullshit that's come with this whole vaccine thing and the whole COVID thing and everything else, regardless of that, you still just got to live.
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
live.
I think the most unfortunate thing about everything is just how divided everybody's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody is just like it's fucking my opinion or nothing.
I know.
And that's kind of. I think we need to chill.
Yeah.
I think we just need to chill and just.
That's
let
weird.
It,
I've
you know,
I've
go
talked
with the
about
flow a little bit.
Yeah.
I've talked like, you know, whatever the divide is, obviously, the left and the right seems
Yeah,
to be the
it's
biggest
weird.
divide. But it's like everybody on the left is not a bunch of dumb idiots.
Right, no, yeah.
Everybody on the right is not a bunch of
Right,
dumb
yeah.
idiots. So we all just got some ideas. It's like, think about this.
Yeah.
We used to be able to do it.
Yeah, we used to.
Yeah.
Like
10,
I remember
15 years
growing
ago.
up,
Yeah.
Growing up, it was like, I don't really quite believe that. I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know, like,
Yeah.
what the,
And then you
what
still go do your
happened?
thing. Yeah.
You know?
Crazy.
Now it's one way or the
Yeah.
other, and I don't know. That's the unfortunate thing is that everyone has to be like so like militant in their beliefs and can't budge one way or the other. When it's
Right.
like there's no absolute.
Yeah.
Know,
Right.
that's just the way I feel.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's too many people are just shutting other people down for
Right.
opinions.
Well,
it's like
they have-
what's that old saying? Opinions are like assholes.
Assholes,
Everybody's got one.
Yeah, and they
it's
all
like,
stink.
Yeah, they all stink. And they all stink.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the
gosh.
thing is, they gotta have an opinion about every fucking thing, man.
Yeah,
like
right.
everything that hits the news, I gotta choose which side I'm
Yeah.
on.
Right.
It's like maybe I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't care.
Well, it's
you know?
and that was funny when the Will Smith slap thing happened on the Oscars. Instantly, I'm just like, I wonder which side the left's going to take and
Right.
which side's the right going to take.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Like, there's going to be people who think Will Smith should have done it because he's defending that's going to probably either associate with the left or the right,
Right.
and then vice versa with Chris Rock
Right.
being cool about it
Yeah.
and not making it a big deal.
And they're both black guys, so you
Yeah.
couldn't take
You
that
can't take
side.
the race
You know,
card. You
can't.
it's like,
the thing is, they still did the race card on that. What the? Like it didn't make any sense.
didn't make any sense.
That one was interesting though because
Yeah.
it really was like I didn't see a hard line on it.
No.
Like I thought I was going to.
Yeah.
There's-
The way I looked at it is like, yeah, I mean, shit happens. You know,
Yeah.
I feel bad for Chris. He was just doing his job.
Right,
But,
right.
You know, people get pissed sometimes. Like,
Yeah, and I got shit
do
to
I
do
have
tomorrow.
To choose a side?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to stop watching Independence Day.
Right.
Like-
That's a good movie.
like,
The Men in Black was awesome.
right. Yeah.
It's just so hard to take. I don't take sides. I think that Will Smith shouldn't have done it.
No, yeah, I don't think so either.
But I don't hate Will Smith because of it. You know?
Yeah.
And now all this other stuff about toxic women are coming out and everything like
Why
this.
does it have to go there, you know?
Okay, awesome. Like, okay, I don't.
That's what I don't. Everything compounds and becomes a huger, a bigger subject.
Yeah.
Whereas all like, no, I did stupid shit like that too.
Yeah.
I couldn't explain. It wasn't because my girlfriend was a bitch. It was because I was an idiot. You
Yeah.
know, like I just did dumb shit. I'm gonna do it again sometime.
Yeah, it's gonna happen at some point. But.
Yeah, they say the King Tut performance from
from
1978.
SNL?
yeah, from
Steve
SNL
Martin?
and
Yes.
78. Now it's under fire.
Yeah,
No
for
shit.
cultural appropriation. Yeah,
Because of the
Do they not
Egyptians.
get the humor behind it?
I
Like,
know.
The thing is they're so far removed from like that, what was going on during that time and how big that the King Tut exhibit was. And
Right.
that was Steve Martin's way of saying, this is silly that we're making so much like money from like the merchandising that we're doing off of this.
Right.
And his
So
way
he's-
to do that was to do it himself. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
He's
yeah.
actually defending
Right.
that culture.
Yeah.
And now what is it? How long ago? 78? How many years is that?
Yeah.
It's coming
78.
back like
Too long. Yeah.
Oh my God, this video
40
resurfaced.
something.
We
Yes.
need to cancel Steve Martin.
Yeah.
It's like,
I think
what?
they got a good shot. They can get Steve.
Oh my God.
I'm sure he cares.
Freaking crazy. We got some folks chiming in. We got the Brian Betancourt, the Jody guy.
Jody
the
Guy and Sandy's here.
Ben Russell. We got some folks.
Bev said, I ain't scared of no COVID.
Yeah. She says, what else?
Jateri's here.
Jateri's here? I haven't
Ben
seen him.
Russell.
Ben
How's it
Russell.
going?
Yay. Awesome. Cool. Just wanted to chime
For
in.
those of you just joining
There's
us,
Love Bomb.
we are
Yeah.
here with Nate Peters.
It's not a wedding. Okay.
That's from your bandmates.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's probably Bobby.
There's
at
a
the
story
helm.
behind that.
Oh, yeah? What's
Yeah.
the story?
Okay, so this last gig that we played, I was saying it was like I thought it was a wedding we were playing, and you guys know Bobby. Like,
Yeah.
when he talks, it's just a stream of conscious. There's no every word that goes through his mind, it's coming out,
Yeah.
whether it is relevant to the point or not. You know, and I swear to God, he told me that, and the reason I think this is because he was telling me about how we had to learn a Pearl Jam song for this lady's mom, because she died before the wedding happened, right?
Oh, my, okay.
And so I was like, oh shit, so we're playing a wedding? He was like, yeah, so we got to learn this like that's how exactly how it went. Yeah, so we got to learn this Pearl Jam song because she didn't make it. Oh, she didn't, live long enough to go to the wedding. He's like, yeah. So like this whole time for months, I'm like, hell yeah, we're going to play a wedding. And I'm telling my friends, like, I got this show this day, oh, can we go? Nah, it's a wedding. You probably shouldn't, this and that. So we get there, and it's a wedding venue, it's the Clever Barn, and so I'm like, all right, it's like low-key wedding. I show up. There's a couple people kind of dressed up, but like most people are wearing like t-shirts and shit. So I'm like, oh, it's like a laid-back wedding, like cool, like country wedding. Okay. And like that's all that's all that's going through my mind. So I'm trying to listen in, like after we get set up and everything, trying to hear what's going on. And the whole time I'm like, I don't remember seeing a bride walk in. I don't remember like any of that. I'm like, it must be like the lowest key wedding ever. They're just like, do you? Let's get to watching some fucking videos,
Right.
Because like I felt like are we watching a whole video from like beginning to end of their life? Beginning to this minute? Because this has been like all they've been doing is watching videos.
Right.
Finally, we get up and we play our first set. And I still think it's a wedding. You know what I mean? And we get done with that set because like everyone's like jovial. Everyone's having a good time. There's kids dancing and shit. And I'm like, all right, we're having a good time. We go back. We take a break. We come back for our second set. We play our second set. And we get all the way up to like almost the end of the set. And Bobby takes a break and he's like, hey, I just want to take this time to thank Ashley for having us out. Thanks for thinking of us and having us play your show, blah, blah, blah. And Jeff's all like, yeah, thanks for having us out. We really love you guys. I hope you guys have us out again. And in my head, I'm thinking, what the fuck? No one has congratulated the bride yet. Right. Like, what the fuck is going on? And so I'm just like kind of in my own world. And I just go, and I'm like, I had to chime in too. I'm the new guy. So I go, yeah, and I guess congratulations. Fucking record scratch. Like dead silent. It feels like 5 minutes of silence, and people are looking at me, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I said something
like,
wrong.
what did I do?
Yeah. And the lady, actually, she goes, thank you. And I go, all right, here's Possum Kingdom. Like, went straight into the next song. Turns out it was a celebration of life for her mom.
Oh my God.
I just congratulated her on her mom dying. I'm so glad, though, that it went that way, because initially my first joke I was going to have during the, like, if it wasn't for kids dancing around, my first joke was going to be, well, at least we know someone's getting laid tonight.
Oh, my God.
Fucking laid to rest.
Almost like you wrote it on purpose.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. It was terrible. And I told Bobby, I was like, dude, I'm going to need like a dossier for every show that we play from here on out, because, like, I say some stupid shit if I don't know what's going on.
That's right.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Oh my God, that's great.
Yeah. Luckily, that Ashley, she was really cool about it. You know, I talked to her afterwards, gave her a big hug, said, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. You know, it's just, miscommunication. She was like, honestly, my mom loved a good story, and you just gave us a good one for a long time. So.
Well, I want to take a second and go, wait a minute. When do you hire a band for a celebration of life?
Dude, I guess she liked 90s music.
That's
so
freaking
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Holy crap.
Her mom sounded like a pretty badass chick. So yeah.
There's another love bomb comment, and I'm going to assume it's Bobby, so I'm going to read it like Bobby. There's another version of this story.
And then he says, the next one.
It's called hazing, motherfucker.
They purposely told me it was a wedding. Hey, see what he says. See what dumb shit he says in this one.
Oh, how funny. Oh, my God. So Jody Guy, Cotton Gim says, Nate rocks.
Thanks.
Dean Dagy's watching on the big screen. Awesome. Cool. So, oh, my God. Like I said.
If anyone's got some questions for Nate, send them our way.
Yes, absolutely.
Keep us going.
Definitely.
I'm sure we got plenty to talk about. It's going to be, I don't know, relatively short because
Because you have a gig.
you actually are playing tonight. So
Yeah,
anybody watching, interested in going and watching you guys, tell us about what's going on tonight.
Playing at Kiss Bar and Grill tonight. 8:30, I think, is when we're starting. So yeah. We're doing acoustic set. So power acoustic, as Bobby likes to call it.
I saw that.
Yeah, I was
What the
just going to
hell is a
ask,
power
I need the
acoustic?
definition of what a power acoustic set is.
I think I'll be playing the guitar with my cock. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out, but I'm willing to do whatever. So
right.
You're plugged in no matter what.
Right, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. So you start 8:30, what, 3 hours? 2 hours?
Yeah, I think,
You don't know.
I didn't get a dossier for this one.
It's a wedding. It's a wedding.
We're doing 2 or 3 sets, I think. So, yeah, at least 2 sets. We'll be taking a break and so.
Awesome. But the same music, the same
Yeah,
power.
it's all acoustic, but we're just
acoustic.
rocking it out.
So are you playing an acoustic guitar tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. I'm still trying to figure this power acoustic thing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is
Bobby
Jeff,
likes to make shit up. I never know what's going
Is
on.
Bobby playing bongos or
No,
is
he's playing a full kit.
so he gets to be the same.
Yeah.
What about Jeff? Is he on acoustic or
Yeah, he's on acoustic.
Really?
Yeah,
An
he's on
acoustic bass?
He has acoustic bass. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That'll make a
Alright,
difference then.
Yeah. We did. That's what we played at the wedding.
You mean
the celebration of life.
The wedding wake.
Oh my God, that is such a great story.
Yeah. Oh man.
Congratulations.
Third show in, and I'm making
Making friends,
changing people's lives.
making change. Yeah, giving them a story
Right,
though.
yeah.
Ashley was great. She
Congratulations. You died really well.
Yeah. Hell of a way to go.
Man,
Anyway,
congratulations.
Here's Possum Kingdom.
Oh my God, that's so good. So there's an item over there on camera 4 that you brought, and we like to have our guests bring something. So you want to talk about that item over there?
Yeah, so it's just my sunglasses, my daily wear sunglasses. But there's a cool story behind them. So I bought them in 2017. It was when me and my wife when we first started dating, we went to Vegas, and I lost my sunglasses in a pool in Vegas, and you ain't finding it. You know what I mean?
Right,
with all those
right.
people. So we decided to go to a sunglass hut, and I just bought me another pair of Ray-Bans, I think just trying to impress her because, you know,
Right.
I'm spending some money.
tattooer, baby. I make tattooer money. I fucking pair of Ray-Bans. Fuck it. I'll buy me another pair, you know? So I bought me another pair, like hoping like they lasted longer, you know?
Right.
And so I bought them in Vegas and they lasted for a while. We had a couple friends that got married out in Vegas and it lasted longer than their marriage. So, so anyway, years go down the line. And I think it was in January of 2020, my wife and I went to Mexico for a 4-day vacation, you know, little 4-day weekend. And we rented a wave runner. And when we rented it, the guys that we rented it from were like, I'd only rode wave runners in the lake, you know, here, Table Rock and shit. And they were like, hey, when you get on it, you go out, you go far, go way far. And I was like, all right, cool. And then he's like, then you go side to side. And I was like, fuck, I didn't know where else I wasn't going to take it back to America. All right. You know, so I did, you know. Well, the reason they tell you that is because like the waves will start bringing you inshore. And once you get to where like they start crashing, well, it'll roll you over.
Oh, shit.
And I found that out the hard way.
Oh,
it
my.
rolled me over and I was wearing those sunglasses and I lost them.
Oh.
And I was super pissed because I was like, well, fuck, they outlasted my friend's marriage. You know what I mean? Like those were some lucky sunglasses. And they always have been. Like I'd always think I lost them and then they would turn up in the most random places. And I had them for a long time. With expensive sunglasses, it's kind of nice, you know, that they kept popping up. Well, anyway, I lost them in Mexico and I was kind of bummed. I was like, shit, you know, I had to buy me like a knockoff pair in Mexico of Ray-Bans. Like the Ray-Ban was like off weird on the lens and shit.
Logo was just a little different.
Like, it was weird. They were super black, but when you put them on, they did nothing to like block the sun. It was the wildest shit. Like, so anyway, that happened in January 2019. In December of 2019, we took the whole family out to California to Disneyland. And when we landed there at LAX, I went and rented a car. Well, when we got in the car, we got all loaded up and stuff, headed out to our Airbnb in Anaheim. And you know how they have the sunglass, like by the thing that holds the sunglasses in the car?
Yeah.
The car had one and I was like, just fucking off. I was like, there ain't no way. And I hit it. Those sunglasses, the exact same pair I lost in Mexico for a year, was in that sunglass holder. It was the wildest shit. And how
do you know?
Dude, I'm just going to say that they are, but they're the exact same brand, same model. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was wild shit. And in my head, the way I play it out, I was like, somebody from California or somebody who went to Mexico found my glasses on the beach, rented that car in California, put them in there and left them there because he was like, he had no emotional attachment to them. So he's like, I'm not going to, he's like, he just forgot about them just for me to get them, you know? So that's my story.
And that's that pair.
That's that pair. I still had them.
Oh,
that
my
was
God.
in, 2019, 2020. So...
Oh,
A preacher I heard back when I was a kid, he said, I can't prove it, but you can't prove me wrong.
Right. Yeah, exactly. You know?
Oh, that's funny.
And I take them out we go on float trips all the time. You know?
need to get one of those thingies that like.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't have cool ass stories like
that's
that.
True. That is true. That is true.
Sometimes it's worth losing something to get it back later.
Oh, nice. That's a good quote.
That's for sure. Are you from here?
I mean, I've been here for 22 years now, so I claim it. But my dad was in the Air Force, so I was born in the Philippines in Clark Air Base, and then just did a whole lot of moving around. Mostly, I mean, I didn't move around as much as a lot of military kids, but lived in Florida, a couple places in Florida, but mainly in MacDill, next to Tampa. Mm-hmm. And then when my dad was stationed in Korea, I lived in Mississippi with my mom for a bit. And Louisiana, and then I lived in Washington State with my dad when he came back. So, cool. And then in Washington State until he retired, and we came back here. He's from Greenfield, Missouri. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
really.
So
that's what brought
him back here because he was, it's not like I was excited to come back to Missouri, like, But once you live here long enough, you kind of, grows fond.
Yep.
So,
I same way. I came here in 1980, and it's home.
Yeah.
I'm from New Jersey and California. Like, 2 times different coasts.
Right.
And then 10 years old, landed in Missouri, and I'm like, no, Missouri's my home.
Right. Yeah. Well, and then like once you start getting older and you start paying rent and shit, you're like, well, this is all right.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Can you imagine paying
cost
rent?
of living is not too bad.
Nope.
I remember like when I was a kid, $5 could get you, half a tank of gas.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So,
like,
I know.
that was badass.
What was it? 65 to fill up my Jeep today?
Oh,
my
shit.
God. $65 freaking dollars.
So is like one of your parents Filipino, or is that just
Yeah,
where
my
he
mom
was?
is, but like that's another funny story. Like it's never just straightforward. Like
Right.
up until my mid-20s, I thought my dad met my mom in the Philippines because I was born in the Philippines.
Right.
My mom's Filipino. I
Yeah.
have family that lives in the Philippines. And I was talking to my mom. She was like, "What? No, he met me in Mississippi." It's like, the fuck are you talking about? She was like, "Yeah, no. He like him and all these other guys would come into the to the convenience store she worked at because he was stationed in Mississippi whenever he was going through tech school in Biloxi. And my mom worked at a gas station like right outside of it. And like all these other guys apparently would like try and hit on her. My mom's a bitch. Like she's like stone cold. Like I don't need any of that. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Like so like. But I guess my dad, you know, he had that
charmed her.
Greenfield charm. He was able to
That's so funny.
talk her into, you know, marrying him.
Greenfield charm.
Yeah.
I love
So
it.
I mean, you know, I guess he was like tall and handsome, and you know, my mom dug it, and
Yeah.
they dated for a bit, and then he was gonna get stationed out in the Philippines, and my grandma was all like, you know, my mom wanted to go with my dad, and my grandma wanted to have nothing to do with it unless they got married. So they went to the courthouse real fast and got married. And,
Aw.
and then they went to
And
the
then they were allowed
Philippines.
to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's a great story. It's so funny that you are half Filipino. We just saw Joe Coy this
Yeah,
past
I know.
week.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was it? Was it
Oh, it was
great?
freaking
I
great.
wanted to go so bad.
So
He
good.
was so awesome. Now it was postponed from February.
Right. Yeah.
And he had just filmed a special, he said 4 weeks ago. So this show he did was completely ad lib.
Oh wow.
He was just working with the crowd,
Just trying
Yeah.
to write new material.
writing new material
So
for
it
his
was
next
kind of an
special.
interesting show that
Yeah.
he did it that way.
And then we hung out.
Are you a fan of his comedy at all?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is the Filipino mom stuff that he does? Is it?
Parts. My mom's like I said, she's mean. Like
Right.
his mom seems a lot nicer than my mom.
Well, she
Oh, he talks about
she
her
seems
pretty
pretty
mean.
darn tough.
Yeah. Nah, like there's some story, but the funny thing is like I thought my mom would like Joe Coy, and all my cousins do, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because we all get it. But I was talking, I like sent my mom a video or whatever, and I was like, check it out. Isn't this so funny? It's so true. And it was like about his mom, and my mom's only response was, "Oh yeah, it must be nice. He's just making fun of his mom, and he's making so much money just being mean to his mom." And I was like, of course, that's your, you know.
Oh, that's funny.
That's your
Which is
response.
actually his
Yeah.
whole
Which is-
bit.
Right.
His
that's-
whole bit.
Yeah.
Is that Filipino moms are just
Filipino
uptight as hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, they
Don't
are.
cross
They
them.
are. My mom still is holding out hope that I become a doctor. You know, like, yeah. Oh man, when I told her I was going to be a tattoo artist, I'd already been a tattoo. Like that. That's how my MO was, just to do it for a while and get established and then tell her. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I had been tattooing for a while, and I told her, I was like, "Hey, yeah, mom, I think I'm gonna be a tattoo artist." And she's like, "Oh no, don't do that." And I was like, don't do that. Why? And she was all like, "It's dangerous." Go, why is it dangerous? Like, it's just dangerous. Only criminals get tattooed. Really?
Okay.
That 18-year-old girl I tattooed an infinity on her ribs was a fucking criminal? Like, you know? Oh yeah, you don't want to. It's dangerous. You'll get sick. You know? 'Cause
You'll
she
get
was,
sick.
Yeah, she's a medical technologist. Does like blood analyzation. I don't know.
Okay.
It's way over my head.
Right.
And I was like, well, I'm not fucking licking them after I'm done, Mom. Like, what are you talking about? She's like, whatever. You just need to go to school. You need to get your art degree. You need to become a doctor. And I was like, well, you know, fuck, I made $1,000 today. And she's like, oh.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. She's like, what's your schedule look like tomorrow? I was like, I got a couple tomorrow, man. She's all like, oh, you got to do better than that. You got to pull your books up. You got to, you know, immediately change your tune.
Just like,
yeah, right.
you can make that much?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Cool. That's so fantastic.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So do you have any siblings?
No.
No?
You
You're
got
the
it
only
right
one.
the first time.
Got it right the first time. But you are a dad.
Yeah. I got it right the third time.
Third time.
No, I got it right each time, but I'm
You have three?
I'm a perfectionist. Yeah, I got it 3.
Holy moly.
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous.
That's a lot.
I know, especially look at me. I don't know why they let me have 3 kids. I'm just a kid myself,
Right?
you know. I feel like it. I'm
Right?
almost 40 now. But
Right.
You're in a good age.
yeah,
There's
right.
nothing wrong with that.
Right. But yeah, no, I got 3 kids. I got 2 from one marriage, and then my wife and I got one now.
Awesome.
She just turned 4 in April. So.
4.
Yeah.
Aw.
She's a little cutie. So,
Cool.
I'll bet so.
yeah. And my 2 older kids are great too. You know,
Yeah, the 2 other ones, they're fine.
Yeah, no, they
That's
and
not what I
I get
meant.
along with their mom and all that.
That's
so
good.
It's
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's all that's fine. You know,
Good,
it's
good,
not
good. Very cool.
I mean, I tattoo, so I hear shit all the time, like, and just thanking my lucky stars that I looked out. You know?
100%.
Yeah.
We're in the same situation.
Yeah.
His kid's mom is great. We have dinners and breakfasts and stuff like that.
Yeah, we still hang out.
It's freaking awesome.
Sometimes go on trips together, and
Yeah.
we're good.
Yeah.
It's so
That's
much
awesome.
better than being uptight and having
Right,
to-
yeah. Well, I mean, anytime the kids have like any kind of like event or show or game or something like that, we're all sitting there together.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
That is cool.
We do have a question from the galley.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think was it Jody Guy?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Nate, will you cover up work at the studio? And what's the craziest cover you have done?
Well, cover up work. It's on a like case by case basis. You
Right.
know what I mean? Sometimes there's things that you can't cover. And it won't stop some people from trying.
Yep.
But it's never a good idea. Sometimes work needs to be lasered a couple times before
Right.
we cover it up. And the craziest cover up, man, I don't know. Those are always
Like not from a tattoo standpoint, but from like the story of the cover up.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I'm sure you get a lot of shit tons of breakups.
Yeah. Let's see. A couple came in. This was like early on in my career. A couple came in. They both had names that they had to get blacked out. And then they both got each other's names tattooed on them. You know what I mean? So
Don't do names, kids.
that
Don't
was wild.
Don't do names.
Yeah, don't do dates either. Shit, man. That's I got my wife's for my first wife. I got our wedding date on my finger.
I'm got one.
That's her name.
Say, oh shit, yeah. See, you think you got a way around it, and
Right.
then-
It's like,
My reasoning was by the time I got this tattoo, we had been married like almost 20 years.
oh yeah.
So I was like, even if it doesn't work out,
Yeah.
like she earned,
Right.
She earned it.
I'm still good
Yeah,
with
yeah,
it.
right, yeah, exactly.
I'm still good with it.
See, I was together with my first wife, like from dating and everything all together. We were together for like 12 years. So, but we'd been married for like 6, but at this point, and it was before year 7 that it was like right before year 7 that we got divorced. So,
Right.
Yeah.
But this tattoo also came along because you work with your hands in the wood shop, so it's like
So I
I
don't
can't
like wearing
wear a
rings.
ring.
Right. Yeah.
So it was.
Now,
like,
I was
I
working
actually
at a
have
factory
had a
at the
ring
time, yeah.
fall into a dust collector one time. It was our ring, and I have a dust collector at the shop, and it accidentally fell off my finger, and it just exploded it into like
Shit.
100 pieces.
100 pieces
Yeah.
and shot it out the side of my shop. I was
Yeah.
like, I just don't like rings.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
And it's just hard to keep them on. So what is your tattoo idea? Maybe he could do it for you.
Yeah, maybe. So it's just letters. All it is letters. Her name was Marla, so it's Marla. So I was thinking of doing a crossword puzzle where I take the R in the middle and put TARA
There you go.
as a crossword puzzle.
Yeah, dude.
So for from afar it would look like a cross.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
whatever.
You should
right?
do like all the checkerboards around it too. Like it's not finished,
Not finished. I love that.
Put some empty boxes.
Yeah, some empty boxes
Just
around
in
there.
case,
A couple
hey,
black
you never
squares,
know.
Yeah.
Just in case,
Yeah.
right? Like I said, no names, but whatever. We can make an exception there. I swear. So where's your tattoo shop located?
Downtown in the Will Hoyt Plaza, 431 South Jefferson Avenue, and
Awesome.
it's Suite 140.
And it's called.
Legacy Tattoo. Yeah.
Got to promo that. Got to
Yeah,
promo
yeah,
that.
thanks.
So yeah, there's Chili Mancer. He's on here. He was on our show a few weeks ago. Donnie Cochran. Do you know him?
Donnie,
He's a hot pepper guy, man.
Sounds familiar.
He like killed us with a bunch of hot pepper sauce.
He knows hot sauce.
Yeah.
He knows some hot sauce, and he's gonna start doing like a little podcast where you taste like the hot ones show. Have you
Uh-huh,
seen that?
yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna start doing that with some local musicians and stuff. I
yeah.
think that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do that. But he's here.
I'll be
So.
a pussy. It'll be like
I'll be like, I'll eat 3 of them. I'll be like, I'm done.
Right. I won't even make it that far. I'll take a look at it.
Yeah.
And be like,
Yeah.
shit, you want to talk about something else?
Yeah. He's got some crazy.
He makes his own. He grows his own peppers. It's crazy. Yep.
That's
pretty
awesome.
fun.
Dang.
So what kind of going back to like when you first moved to the Springfield area? What kind of music were you into? What did you sort of kind of come up on? What'd you cut your teeth on? Was it heavy shit? Was it grunge shit?
Yeah,
Was
not super heavy. Honestly, like what got me to want to play guitar was Green Day. Like,
Really?
Yeah, seeing like the Basket Case and Longview videos. and seeing how like I don't know wild that guy was, Billy Joe. You know,
yeah.
I was like, fuck, I kind of want to be like that. And so like that's definitely a big reason why I got into playing guitar and singing. So, yeah. And then you know, other bands, you know, I was a teenager around like the 2000s, you know, so like Incubus and bands like that, you know. I definitely had my like new metal phase going through, like, you know, Limp Bizkit and Korn and stuff. Listen to a lot of that. But yeah, growing up, like a big like influence, it was like Aerosmith and Queen and things like that. My dad
was your parents into music?
Yeah, my dad was. He was the kind of guy. He just had all those albums. He was into like Steve Vai, things like that, you know. So I was listening to a lot of that.
Was he a player?
No, he didn't play shit. Like,
just loved music.
Yeah, he just loved. I mean, yeah, he just loved that kind of stuff. Like, and he was never like, I don't know, like you know, the dads that were like, oh, you've got to listen to this. You got to, you know, we just listened to it. You know, he never like kind of force fed it, nothing like that. And he was into like country and stuff too. So I definitely like 80s and 90s country has got like a soft spot in my heart.
Nice. 90s country's the best.
Yeah. Like, you know, Dwight Yosef is my guy. You
Nice.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a Dwight Yosef guy.
Pete Anderson, his guitar player. You know Pete Anderson?
No, I don't. I mean, all I know is I like guitars and Cadillacs, man.
All that
Hillbilly
stuff.
music.
Pete Anderson was like the other guy back in the 90s country. Brent Mason was the chicken picker. But Pete Anderson was the rock and country guy.
Okay.
And he also played on Mary Chapin Carpenter stuff. Anyway, but look him up just as an artist himself.
Yeah,
I think you'd enjoy.
What was it again?
Pete Anderson.
Pete Anderson.
Yeah.
All right, I'll check that out.
Yeah, I think he even has like a YouTube channel or something like this where he does like little lessons or something like that.
That's
but
badass.
he has that sound for Dwight Yosef.
Yeah.
So there were like different versions of country back then. There was the chicken picking stuff,
Right.
And then there was the rock stuff,
Right. Yeah.
Like
Rockish
Dwight,
kind of stuff.
Dwight would fit into that.
Yeah.
Rockish.
Brooks and Dunn and
Yeah.
like you know Alan Jackson.
And then
those guys.
and then you had later on you had your Brad Paisley with the chicken picking stuff, and everything.
Okay.
So he fits into that realm of different like guitars and Cadillacs. That whole sound, that real. No, you took the mids back down.
Yeah, right.
And the high end was there, and whatever. But anyway, he's an amazing guitar player.
What
but
I
people
loved about Dwight
don't know
was
him.
that like the way he sang. Was just like it's almost like he didn't want to.
He did.
You know what I mean? Like I'm just gonna mumble this shit out a little bit. And
His movie parts are that way too.
Yeah,
Just
right.
That's a good way to.
Do I have to act today? And then that's what we all love about him.
Yeah, exactly. Dude,
Yeah.
I watched all of Sling Blade because I was like, fuck yeah, Dwight Yosef's in this. I watched the entire movie and was like, when the fuck is he just at the end?
Right.
Like, you know, where was this guy at? Dude, I had no idea he was a stepdad, man.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Take his hat off.
Because like that's the thing. Dude, all I knew of Dwight Yosef at the time, because I don't even think I saw the videos, you know. I just saw my dad's album, his like CD covers, you know.
he had his hat
And that
down.
guy was the coolest looking motherfucker ever, man.
Yeah,
Had
right.
the tightest painted on jeans.
Yes.
A big ass jacket with a lot of fringe on it. And
Yeah.
that giant Stetson pulled way down, long hair. I was like, dude, that's a
I love
badass
that guy.
right
Yeah.
there. Dude, dang. And then like Sling Blade comes out and you just like wrecks you.
Yeah.
You know? But that was a great movie still.
So it's so funny. I was touring with the Statler brothers in 98 to 2002, and about 2 years in, the whole band and crew was like, "You've never seen Sling Blade?"
Oh, really?
And I was like, "No, I haven't." Oh my God, you have to watch this.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What is it?" And I'm like, just watch it.
Yeah.
So I watched it and came back to the next tour, and it was like, oh my God. I didn't even know it was Dwight until halfway through.
Yeah.
Right?
You made it figured it out before I did.
Fast
I made it
forward
to the credits.
fast forward about a year after that, Dwight Yosef's mom was at a Statler Brothers show.
Oh shit.
And she was backstage during the meet and greet. Little tiny, sweet little lady.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I just watched Sling Blade the other and it was, I love Dwight Yosef's great. And you know how you do.
Yeah.
And she's like, I just don't like how he always gets killed in all his movies.
That's great.
And I was like, oh my God, that's the funniest thing. Tiny, tiny little lady.
Yeah.
You think, I don't even know how tall Dwight is, but he
I have
looks
no idea.
tall.
Yeah.
He always gets killed.
He
always gets
just, I
killed.
just hate how he always gets killed.
That's awesome. I'd have been a me too.
Right.
Me too, Miss Yosef.
Did your dad happen to know the Red Barn restaurant, being from Greenfield?
I'm sure he does.
He probably-
I mean, there ain't nothing, there ain't much in Greenfield.
You're not
that
familiar
everyone
with it,
doesn't
though?
know. Not me personally. That
Big ass
sounds
Red
familiar.
Barn place
Yeah.
that used to be a restaurant. I
Yeah.
think it's a residential
Okay.
place now, but
my grandma's lived. Well, she lived her whole. Well, like she passed away a couple months ago, but she was there all my life. So.
she would
know it then.
Yeah.
That's a restaurant that my ex-in-laws owned and ran for years and years.
Oh, okay.
It was a pretty famous place. Had an airstrip, like you could land your private
Cessna?
plane, your little Cessna, and go eat and then take off.
Like
what,
cool
like
the Hangar Cafe is? Because that's like similar kind of deal, isn't it?
Where at?
Oh, I mean, it's out that way.
I don't know.
Yeah, but it is like that. It had a runway right next to the restaurant, and it's right there in Greenfield. We just went to it actually just a couple of months ago. So.
At Christmas time, we took a tour of Stockton and Greenfield area.
Yeah,
That's a Greenfield.
That's a Greenfield.
Isn't
thing.
Greenfield your first professional gig you ever played?
No.
That was called the Green Door.
The Green Door in Granby, Missouri.
In Granby.
Yeah. So all the Green Door in Granby, Missouri, not Greenfield.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I was about to say, I don't know where you played at.
It's
Square. I don't know.
no.
Pretty small.
Yeah.
Well, we actually got to come out and see your very first show with
Yes, we
Love
did.
Bomb,
Yeah.
just a few weeks ago down there at Just One More. That was probably a nerve-wracking night, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of songs to learn, man. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I learned a bunch.
You need another one, or you good?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks. It was I came, like I said, I started learning how to play guitar, and then like not long after learning how to play guitar, I joined a band, and then it just became writing songs. So I wasn't of that learning covers. I mean, we learned covers when we toured, but it wasn't. It was just like the top 40 stuff at the time, so it definitely wasn't like stuff I was like, into a whole lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, that whole, but like it wasn't an issue for me to learn a lot of those songs. It was just a lot to cram like in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
So so that was like the one thing, and it had been a minute, a couple of years since I'd been on stage. I didn't realize it'd been so long. So it was like, I'm normally pretty comfortable on stage, but that time it was just like, there's a lot of people
even though
here.
you've done it and you got years doing it, whatever. If you take that long of a break, you're still just a little like,
so
it's kind of weird.
That first show, I had to knock off a lot of rust. You know what I mean? But once that rust was knocked off, the next night when we played, it was like
way better.
Yeah, I was going to ask how did Saturday go?
It was way better,
and it was Bobby's birthday party.
Yeah, it was Bobby's
and
birthday and all that. Yeah, so it was a whole lot better.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was that first show was definitely nerve wracking.
Yeah.
Yeah, knocking the mic stand over was pretty good.
That was good. I like that.
Just like, doink.
Yeah. I made the mistake of getting a brand new guitar right before that, so I wasn't used to the like weight of that. I got that Explorer.
How funny.
Yeah.
And I was like, this thing is rad. I'm gonna play it the whole show. And now I went back to my Les Paul. I'll pull that one out for one or two songs, but I had to go back to what I was comfortable
That's
with.
right. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's funny.
No, it was good. We had a good time, and we kind of knew that backstory. Like,
Yeah.
we were pulling for you.
Yeah, I
Just
appreciate
like,
that.
he's got to be wrecked right now. This brand new show and brand new band.
And no pressure from Bobby with the whole setup of the big curtain,
Right,
and,
yeah.
and he was on our show and talked about the big reveal of his new guy.
Yeah,
and all
Oh,
this.
how
So
amazing!
no pressure.
Right,
No pressure.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, Nate's the best.
He's the best. And he's finally someone who fits with. Finally someone who fits with. Yeah. And he was just so happy to find you.
Yeah,
and he built it up so big, and so you were like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
man,
yeah,
he
if you
definitely-
fucked up at all, you were.
Yeah, right.
Fucking Bobby put you under the microscope.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget it.
It was
'cause
fine though.
That's when we heard that Taylor Hawkins died.
I
That
know.
fucking night.
Right.
That was the night.
You were
Talk
playing
about-
a Foo Fighters song,
I
and
know.
our
We
phones
just got
were
done.
lighting
Yeah,
up.
we just got done playing. Yeah, it was while we were playing
Learn to Fly.
Yeah. And that was the wildest shit ever.
and
Yeah.
every one of us in the audience was like,
Yeah. Well, I remember thinking like, I look up and everyone's like,
What
like
happened?
this, and I
What
was
did we
like, fuck,
do
it wasn't
wrong?
that bad. Like, I felt like that I was doing pretty good
That
on
was
that
one of my
one.
stronger songs.
Yeah, right. And then like, I think it was you that yelled out,
Yeah.
like Taylor Hawkins is dead. And I was like, what did you
what
just
the
say to me?
fuck?
Like,
Yeah.
didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
right.
But yeah, that's wild.
Never
So
forget that.
wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And everybody was just like, and you guys as a band were like, we got to keep playing, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, what do? You don't want to. You know, you want to kind of take a minute to like breathe that in.
And then 3 songs later, you play Hero, and everybody's just crying.
Right.
It was, man, it was.
What do you think about? What do you think about? Just this is a pretty big question, but I know we're already starting to run out of time. But what do you think about the future of music or the present state of music? I mean, Taylor Hawkins dying is a kind of a big deal for us because I almost kind of wish Foo Fighters would
not do anything after this. Yeah. I kind of think so too. I think it'd be
I love them and I love anything that Dave Grohl does and everything else, but there's a little part of me that's just like, you know what would be the money move? Just quit.
Stop.
Just quit. Yeah. I mean, it's not like they need to keep playing it.
No. I mean,
you know what I mean?
They've done okay.
Yeah. And like, I think it would be cool. I personally would like it better if like just every now and again, like with a new up and coming band or like even like established bands that are still touring, if Dave made a surprise appearance.
Yeah.
That'd make a big thing. He played drums on it or guitar.
And he's got his hand in so many different things between the shit he's doing with his mom. That's an amazing show.
I can't remember the title of that.
What's
Damn
that
it.
called?
It's a series of him hanging out with other rock stars' moms.
Oh, really?
But his mom is the one who wrote the book.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's Imagine Dragons guy and Brandi Carlile and a bunch of Geddy Lee. Like,
wow.
They do whole episodes on the mothers of rock stars.
Oh, wow.
And it's really cool. And then he's got the tour bus show that he's got. He's got the, all these kinds of things.
And they just put out that movie.
He's versatile enough.
Yeah.
But it does make me nervous about the more global question about music. Like, you think we're just fucked?
Man, I hope
with
not.
computer bedroom studios.
So this is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that now the computer bedroom studios is nice. You know what I mean? It's cool. And I hope that just fosters more creativity. And I hope that playing music live in a band becomes cool again. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's going to come back around. You know what I mean? Because like things like that, they always make like a 20-year rotation, and then it comes back. There's going to be some indie kid in after like 10 years of like no guitar on any like radio song.
Right.
There's going to be some indie kid that's going to like bring his kids into his bedroom and be like, dude, check this fucking thing out. You know what I mean? And he's going to come up. Yeah.
They call it feedback back in the day.
And they're going to be like, oh no shit. You can do that like analog like that. You know what I mean? Because like they're going to, by then they're going to have, they probably already do a feedback filter. You hit a button in it, pre-recorded feedback.
It'll feel new to them.
Right. Yeah. And they're going to think, oh, this is fucking
fresh.
rad.
We discovered this.
And then maybe there's going to be like another resurgence of like, like Ramon style punk or like, Sex Pistols, all these guys that are just like not the most talented engineers or musicians, but like they're writing killer songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that's like the most important thing is just the feel behind it,
Agree that. Yeah,
So.
totally that.
I'm hoping that's the case. I'm hoping like with my son and all my kids really. I mean, I've never been the dad to like force feed him. Like I always try and like show them how cool I am. You know what I mean? Like, they're never like, they don't know now. They're like, right now they're just like, Dad, you're just silly. I'm not into any of the things that you're trying to show me. But I bought them like guitars and I bought them a drum set and all that shit. They haven't touched it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just want it there.
It's there.
You know what I mean? For that one day when they like see like just the right band. Like for me, it was Green Day. You got to see the right band that like clicks with you.
Yeah.
You got to go, I want to
do that.
Yeah. I want to have that energy and that presence, and
it's so wild how it is that. It's just, you can almost pinpoint it to either a person or a band or a single video or a performance where you're just like, that's when I
need to do that.
Right. Yeah.
And had that moment not happened, who knows?
Right. Exactly.
It's pretty wild.
Mm-hmm. Just wanted to say hey to Lori Miller. She's there. Hi, lovely, she says. And Stephanie says, hello, my friends, again. Well, Stephanie, we love you. Big time. And then Julia's just talking about her Taylor Hawkins moment. That's crazy. We found about Taylor right after our jam session in Austin played The Pretender. Like, isn't that weird?
That's
how? Because that freaking song, you guys were in the middle of it.
Yeah.
When everybody's phones were blowing up. I wonder. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's like, it's crazy that it's like so serendipitous, but like that also speaks to like the volume that they've, the amount of people they've reached.
Yeah.
That like that the chances were that good for that many different people in different parts of the world to be playing a song the minute that Taylor died.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy. That's even more, it's not eerie at all. It's like
it just
numbers.
makes it more profound that they've touched so many people and like wrote so many good songs that like the chances that so many bands would be playing the moment he died. You
Right,
know?
Yeah.
right.
That-
I mean, my band Violet, we do anything from Foo Fighters to Brandy Carlisle to Patsy Cline. Like it's, I just do songs I like.
Yeah.
I don't even give a shit. They're
That's
all
all right,
covers.
yeah.
But we just had rehearsal because we have a show on Saturday. We haven't seen each other in a year. So we played. Anyway, we left that rehearsal like, we just need to be a Foo Fighters tribute band. Let's just do this.
Right.
Foo Fighters tribute band with a chick singer. Let's do it.
That'd be badass.
And it's not real, but it
Yeah.
was funny to talk about.
Well, I mean,
They
do
have-
something for a little bit. There was when the Cranberries girl died.
Yeah.
They had there's a band around here in Springfield that did that.
That's
tribute
true.
for a while.
That's
so.
true.
Yeah.
But it's
Why
just like,
not?
it's one of those things where you're just like, that sounds really wonderful because they don't have a bad song.
No,
They
not
don't have
at
a bad
all.
song.
Yeah.
It's about your departure time. So it's
Yeah.
8 o'clock straight up. So
Okay.
do you have to leave right now?
No, I mean, I can
Probably.
do a couple
Probably
minutes.
Squeeze out.
Yeah,
probably
right.
sunny
Yeah.
some.
So you have a show coming up this Saturday,
Saturday.
Violet, down at the Barn House.
Yes, 2 to 4. We are the entertainment.
Say that again, because I don't think a lot of people can register that a show's going to happen at 2
2
o'clock
p.m.
in the afternoon. So you can't even use I was tired excuse. It's
Right.
2 o'clock in
2
the
o'clock
afternoon.
in the app. 2 to 4, 2 hours.
And it's a benefit. And
It helps kids. It's another charity. You can look it up. It's called the Easter Keg Hunt. Keg with a K.
Yeah.
It's a biker thing basically.
Okay.
It's like a scavenger hunt. They have to follow clues, and whoever finds the keg, they win it plus some money.
Okay.
And if it's a under 21 person, they get something else other than a keg full of beer.
beer or something.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But the result, they end up at the Barn House,
And then they
we
have
play.
that whole table of silent auction stuff.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
some of that stuff is pretty cool shit.
Yeah.
So that's happening at the Barn House down in Republic on Saturday. Is that considered Republic?
I don't know. It's like it's that
just
part,
outside of Republic.
Sunshine and James River, that little
Okay.
transition. Because I know Republic annexed almost
Just like
into
a mile or
Springfield.
two from Just One More.
Yeah. So it's right there on Highway
Yeah.
60. It's a big,
Oh, okay.
big, used to be a VFW
Where those
hall.
softball fields
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
So that's 2 to 4 on Saturday.
And then for
Violet.
those of you watching right now who might be interested, Nate's actually going to play in about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Or so.
So go
Right
over
up
to
here
the
at Kiss.
yes, the Kiss Bar and Grill.
Yeah.
The
Come out to
power-
Kiss Bar and Grill.
Power Acoustic.
Yeah, Power Acoustic.
Bobby
Power
answered.
Trio.
Bobby answered my question because I
Yep.
said, "What the hell is a power acoustic?" And he said, "Power, as in still hits like bomb. Still
a
hits
bomb.
like a bomb."
That was immaculate Bobby impersonation.
He's got him down, man.
I got him down pretty good.
Yeah, that was great.
Everybody knows who you're talking about when he does that.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
It was hilarious. Just I don't know if it's that funny of a story, but we actually interviewed Monty Colvin on our show. He's that was the bass player of a band called Galactic Cowboys.
Oh, wow.
Back in the day, and
Like
they
'em
used to-
already.
They used to tour with King's X and shit. This was back in like the mid '90s, early '90s. And anyway, he has a podcast as well called Monty's Rockcast. So I was listening to him one time, and he was like, he just does his podcast all by himself with no guests. But we listened to it a bunch, and so he said he was telling some story about a guy when he was living in Kansas City that was thinking about playing drums with him. And Monty, in his podcast, he was like, yeah, man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to play the drums in your band or not. Da, 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 da. So the next day I texted Monty and I was like, hey,
I think I know that guy.
he didn't mention his name or anything,
Yeah.
but I knew Bobby lived in Kansas City for a while. I was like, your podcast yesterday, you kind of told a story about some guy because
Yeah.
he said he was a drummer.
Yeah.
I was like, was that Bobby Hoskins? And he actually wrote back like, fuck yeah.
That's
exactly.
awesome.
He's like, do you know Bobby? I was like, yes.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
yes.
I was like, but when you went into the voice on your podcast,
Immediately.
I was like, he's got to be talking about Bobby.
That's
Oh, it was
hilarious.
because we were both probably, I think, listening to it at the same time. And
Yeah.
we both were like, he's talking about Bobby.
He's got to be talking about
He's
Bobby.
got to be talking about
But
Bobby.
he never mentioned his name
No,
anyway.
no, it was funny,
stuff.
but it was totally him.
That's funny. But yeah, come out to Kiss Bar and Grill.
Yes,
you know?
ma'am.
Right now,
Yeah.
head over there.
And thanks for coming by, Nate, man. This has been fun. We'll
Thanks
have
for
to hang
having
out
me.
again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me know next time. And hopefully I won't have a show and we won't have to call it quits.
It's all
Yeah.
good. It's all good.
So,
This was wonderful. So
thank you.
very cool
Yeah.
to meet you.
You too.
Want to
Thank you
shake
so
your
much.
hand.
Yeah,
and,
Yeah, man.
And we're wanting some art at some point. We
Okay.
might come see you
Well,
at some point.
now you know where to find me.
We got to
Yeah.
get the little crossword
We'll get a
puzzle
crossword
going.
puzzle going. Yeah. We'll get a crossword puzzle going on the finger.
Nice.
Oh, my
Thanks again,
gosh.
guys.
You bet. So, kids, we're gonna stick around for just a little bit. He's got to get out of here, so he's gonna go kind of get his stuff together, so to speak. And Jody Guy says, "Thanks,
Hey.
team."
Your glasses?
Oh yeah, don't forget those sunglasses.
You're going to leave them again.
Lucky sunglasses.
Your lucky sunglasses. Right on. Have a great show. So we're just gonna stay here for a second. You want to play that song and get us on out of here, and we will call it a show.
Probably so. Thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in. We do not have an announcement for anyone next week, right?
No, we do
so we got to
not.
drum somebody up, which we will do.
Tentatively, we have one in mind, but she hasn't made sure she can be here, so I'm not going to mention
We'll
that.
let you know. We'll let you know.
Here I go with the whole support us. If you would like to support the show,
Come on out this Friday, as in tomorrow. Tara will be debuting
yes.
as the karaoke DJ over at Marty's.
What did
Sports
he call
bar.
me in that post? The what something I can't remember what he called me in that post. But yes, I start DJing karaoke over at Marty's Sports Bar on South Campbell. You can just Google it. You'll find the address. I don't know the address offhand. But
Come out tomorrow night. and check that out. It'll be fun.
8:00 till late.
I'm sure you'll put on a show. Are you going to wear your rollerblades?
I probably will not wear my rollerblades. Maybe my second or third show, I'll do that.
Every pair of rollerblades has all ended up in the ocean.
I think so. I think they're all
That's what
buried
Bill Burr
with.
says. I've not seen your rollerblades. I don't think they exist.
I didn't.
I don't
take
think they
them.
are in our lives.
No, they're not. I did not take them when I left a situation. So, no, I do not have my rollerblades on me at this point. So, once again, thank you very much for joining us Thursday. Be watching, listening for Monday Morning Medication every Monday on the podcast, the audio podcast only. So we don't do that live or anything. That's just a silly little thing we do every Monday just to start your week off right. Hopefully, start your week off right with a laugh, with a giggle, whatever you want to do. Oh, we got some medication information before we go.
What's this?
Excited to announce. Oh, there it is. She just copied and pasted what Marty's wrote about me as starting.
Oh, okay. What did it say?
It says, excited to announce the new mastermind behind the controls of the
Mastermind,
Friday
that's
and
correct.
Saturday night karaoke
You're
party.
going to be the best karaoke DJ ever.
You've seen her on stage and you've heard her podcast, The Unsung Screamers, and now you can sing your heart out with her at Marty's on Fridays and Saturday nights. Specifically, this Friday is my first night. Oh, she even got the 3322 South Campbell. It's in the big Sheds. I think it's a Sheds shopping center. It's the big middle building. You can't miss it. Come out to Marty's Sports Bar tomorrow night and sing with me and request me some songs to sing, because that's half the fun is my old kamikaze karaoke. Pick some songs for me because I like getting into some new shit. Stephanie Cagle says, sending my love to you, Tara. Thank you. And I do want to say real quick before we get out of here, what an amazing celebration of life for my dad on Tuesday. He passed away on the 19th, and we had his celebration of life this past Tuesday. I don't know how many people showed up, but that house was packed. Everybody brought wine because it was a wine tasting celebration of life. That's what my dad requested years ago. And it was freaking amazing. Thank you to all of you who showed up and brought food and everything. It was amazing.
It was the perfect way.
It was the outpouring of love I didn't expect, and you guys were awesome. So thank you to all of you who showed up for that. Are we out?
I think so.
I think we're out here. So thank you for joining us.
Love you guys. Thanks for stopping by and checking it out.
Once again, every Thursday right here live, except when something happens and we have to cancel. But
you can go see Nate literally right now.
Right now.
Over at Kiss.
Go to Kiss.
You can come see Tara sing for Violet on Saturday at 2 o'clock down at the Barn House, or come sing some karaoke with Tara. Also, real quick, if you want to tip the karaoke DJ Friday night, who is Tara Lynn, you can tip with a kamikaze karaoke request.
Ooh, yeah.
You going to be doing that at Marty's? I think you need to do it for tips, though.
I need to do it for tips. For
People
sure.
can't get that shit for free.
No.
So what that means
especially
is
my first night.
you can decide what you want Tara to sing, even if she doesn't even know the song. Maybe tip her a few bucks, and you can ask her to sing a song without her getting a vote in what that song is.
I'll put it in the queue.
She just has to figure out how to do it, or she's going to totally know it and kill it.
It could happen. Who knows?
Happen.
It could
But
happen.
you're going to have to pay some money.
Give me a little sum.
That's a $5 minimum.
I would say it's a $5 minimum.
If you're going to kamikaze, I mean, people could like request like, crazy shit.
Yes, I know. Yes. So I would say for a $5 tip,
You'll do
I'll no matter what,
kamikaze.
I'll do some kamikaze karaoke and I will freaking sing it. I'll try. I may not do it well, but I'll freaking try. That's for sure. But hey, Julia says, tell me more about these kamikaze details. If I tip you on Venmo from far, far away, can I still pick a song? Absolutely.
I say yes. Yep.
Yes, you may. And if that comes up, I'll try to like video
Somebody's
it somehow.
got to video it.
Yeah, we got to try to video it
because
somehow.
if you pay for it, you deserve to see it.
Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. So,
well, thanks to Nate Peters from LOVEBOMB.
What a guy.
Recently of LOVEBOMB. Yeah,
he was
Love
super
Bomb.
fun.
He's super fun. He is already actually taken off to head up to the gig, and we're going to sign out here. I don't know. Love you guys. Tune in live every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central.
On the Unsung Screamers Facebook page, YouTube channel, and Twitter.
And check out our Unsung Screamers podcast.
Wherever you get your podcasts.
Ah!